Hello everyone, my name is Matthew Vale, as Sue had stated. I'd like to thank everybody for coming today. I'd like to begin with the project location. Do you mind if I have my vacuum? The project's located between Marbar Street and Valley Road on Route 139. It's right at the North Branford town line. School Ground Road is a local road, as most of you may know. Travels down to Route 1 and then also to the interchange with I-95. Valley Road is a local road that leads into a residential area with some commercial properties also. Existing Route 139 is a state road. We classify it as an urban minor arterial. The posted speed limit is 40, and the curve itself is posted with yellow advisory signs of 30 miles per hour. Average daily traffic south of School Ground Road is 9,500 vehicles per day, and north of School Ground Road it's 14,000 vehicles per day. So you can see there's a big discrepancy between traffic on both sides, which kind of shows a lot of traffic heading into North Branford from School Ground Road. Currently, there's one lane in each direction. The lane widths are 11 feet wide with varying shoulder widths about 3 feet wide. School Ground Road is a local road, and the current lane arrangement is 11-foot wide lanes, one lane in each direction. Valley Road, I'm going to point to this display. Valley Road, as you can see today, is a wide configuration. Traffic pulls in to Valley Road in both locations, making it very confusing. Vehicles pulling out of Valley Road are on approaches that are at about 9% and 16%, so the grades are extremely steep, making it difficult to pull out. The project was initiated due to the traffic department's recommendation for safety improvements at School Ground Road. The department ranks locations through the state with higher than expected accident locations. This intersection showed up on the two most recent lists. They're both years it was ranked relatively high. Here we have the most recent accident experience. This is from 2006 to 2008. I heard a lot of people talking about recent accidents. Those won't particularly show up on here. This is our latest data. Throughout the project limits, there's 22 accidents over those 3 years with 6 injuries. None of those injuries were fatal. They were relatively minor. School Ground Road intersection, the predominant type of accident is a rear end type accident. There's 11 total at the intersection, 6 in the southbound direction, 1 in the northbound direction, and 4 heading west, which would be on School Ground Road. Route 139 is only 28 feet wide in this location and does not provide any room for vehicles to bypass left-turning vehicles. We also met in 2008 with local traffic authorities to get concurrence on this project before it would even be initiated. Now I'd like to talk about the proposed design. As you may have been up here talking earlier, we would be adding an exclusive left turn lane on Route 139 heading south for left-turning vehicles on School Ground Road. We would also add a signal at School Ground Road for this left turn lane in the intersection. We would add an exclusive left turn lane on School Ground Road, so that would increase an additional lane. At the vicinity of Valley Road, we would be increasing the width of the shoulder to about 9 feet wide. This would allow bypass for any vehicles that are stopped turning left onto Valley Road. Vehicles coming south on Route 139 will have room to drive by them. And we will also be teeing up Valley Road, eliminating the Y-type intersection that exists today. And we'll be raising the grade, which will flatten the approach, so vehicles pulling onto Route 139 will have a much easier time. The work related to this improvement, we will be widening along the north side of Route 139 throughout the project limits. This will accommodate the additional left turn lane and the bypass shoulder at Valley Road. This will provide 11-foot wide lanes and 4-foot wide shoulders. As I said, in the vicinity of Valley Road, we will have a 9-foot shoulder. We will also have minor widening north of Valley Road to provide a 4-foot wide shoulder, and the grading along that will also provide 4-foot wide snow shelf behind the curb. It's very skinny today, it's washed out, not a safe place anyone would want to be walking, not that there's much pedestrian traffic, but we do want to try to make it better if there is. The existing pavement throughout the project will just be milled 2 inches deep and replaced with bituminous pavement. Along the inside of the curve, we plan on removing the rock outcrop that kind of prevents seeing the left turning cars on School Ground Road, so we will be increasing the sight distance. This will nearly double the distance you have to see that car from what it is today, coming down as you drive down south on 139. Along School Ground Road, we will plan on widening on the east side to provide for the left turn lane. This will provide 11-foot wide lanes and 2-foot wide shoulders. The regrading we do on the inside of the curve on Route 139 will also provide a much better sight distance for vehicles looking north, looking at southbound vehicles, so the sight lines will be much better because of that grading. The existing pavement within the area of School Ground Road will also be milled and overlaid with 2 inches of pavement. Valley Road, as you know, it has the steep grades and the approach, so we will be raising it due to those steep grades and at the town's request at previous meetings. We'll be raising the grade at the approach for Valley Road. The grade will come up about 6 feet at the worst point and taper down to match existing grade. This will cause a little bit of fill in the area, fill down the embankment along the existing embankment today. This will also, by raising the elevation of Valley Road, will also increase the sight distance as they look up Route 139 north and they pull out and make a left. So it'll make it much easier to pull out from Valley Road on the Route 139. These improvements will also cause drainage modifications. They will be very minor. We will be moving catch basins back enough to match the new edges of road. Any pipes that exist and are in good conditions can remain. It'd just simply be moving structures. Overhead utility poles will be affected. 7 utility poles are anticipated to be moved because of the conflicts with the widening and even the removal of the island that's currently out there on Valley Road. There's a pole right in the middle of it. Environmental permits involved in this project. We could possibly have wetland impacts along Valley Road. We haven't finalized the drainage design or the outlet, in which we have some outletting drainage, so we're trying to eliminate any impacts to the wetland. So there may be minor involvement. During construction, traffic involvement. Driveway access will remain open during construction. There may be some tasks happening right at a driveway entrance, which will be coordinated with the contractor and the owner during the day. At night, at the end of the workday, all driveways will remain open. On each of the roadways, traffic will be maintained during construction, so we don't anticipate any closures, any road closures. The total cost of the project is estimated to be $3.3 million. The project will be funded 90% federally with a 10% state share. In the current schedule of the project, engineering is scheduled to be completed in June of 2012. The project will be advertised for bid in August of 2012. And we anticipate the start of construction in the spring of 2013 and only having one construction season, so we should be completed in the fall of 2013. That's the design of the project right now. I'd like to hand the presentation off to our rights-of-way coordinator, Mr. Doug Holland.